Hey everybody, welcome back for another review for tigersox here at the Blue Collar Beer Gentlemen.
Hi everybody.
Once again, we are back for the second in this particular series of on-site breweries. We are back at Bad Beat Brewing. Once again, the address 7380 Eastgate Road, Suite 110, Henderson, Nevada 89011 is the address you want to either put into your locator app or hand to your Uber driver. This is conveniently located.
Lyft, man, you got a serious bias against Lyft.
Hell, your buddy who's going to drive you over here, your designated driver, tell them. Whoever it is who's getting your drunk ass to this place. This is in the brewery district of Henderson. So if whoever is driving, you tell them we're going to the brewery district in Henderson, they're probably likely to know where that is.
That's true. Henderson's kind of a bustling area for breweries these days. We got you come here, you're gonna have three of them in a walking distance, and I do mean they share a parking lot.
They do, yeah.
So you could stagger.
You can stagger your drunk ass from one bar to another, no problem.
You could. Craft House is nearby. Astronomy Ale Works is nearby, very nearby. Same parking lot.
And Las Vegas Distillery is also within this complex.
Las Vegas Distillery. There's a really cool wine bar. Forgive me for not remembering the name, but it's like right in the back of the building. Very cool wine bar. Love Lady, of course, is.
Yeah, if you were biking, you could easily take a bike from here to Lovelady.
And Mojave Brewing is going to be opening here very, very soon, and they're basically a couple doors down from Lovelady. So Henderson's very, very cool area to come in Vegas if you're visiting to check out great beers. Bad Beat, tough to beat.
True enough. As we said in our last review, probably our second favorite local brewery after Tenaya Creek.
I would say so, yeah. Yep.
And
for various reasons.
For various reasons.
So we are with the last video we did last week. Well, that aired last week or showed up last week. We had the logo behind us. All we did was just rotate the laptop a little bit. So now we have all the kegs behind us just for a cool backdrop. So we're in the same room. We didn't want you to think
we're still in the same brewery.
We didn't move or anything.
In fact, in the inner workings of the brewery, we want to appreciate Amber for letting us
Thank
come
you,
back
Amber.
here.
Thank you so much. Seriously,
it is a very conducive environment to the tap room, to hanging out with your friends, and because of that, there's just a little bit too much conversation going on out there for us to be able to review out there. That's why we come into the brewery. We would honestly love to be in the tap room and show you what's available. And maybe, I don't know, maybe sometime on Instagram I'll try and take some pictures and we'll put it.
I'd like that.
Something like that to show you. As we mentioned in the last review, it's actually to me it's reminiscent of a '90s coffee bar, where you've got the bar, you've got and you've got couches, you've got board games, you've got the game on the TV, you got Nintendo. So yeah, that's
a couple different TVs for the sporting events. Mm-hmm. Plus they do all sorts of events here in the back room where we're actually at right now. I've seen I don't know if it's pottery, but something like similar to like craft, like very crafty. I can't really speak to like exactly what they're making back here or building back here, but they do host a lot of events, and people just come here and have fun and drink beer. It's just a really, really cool place to come. Very comfortable.
Find their beers at other breweries too, at other tap rooms across the.
That you can. Speedy Mart is if you're not familiar, Speedy Mart is a chain of convenience stores here in Vegas. Not every Speedy Mart is going to have a really solid beer selection of local choices, but a lot of them do. And I can't give you like cross streets or anything, but certain Speedy Marts in Vegas have beer selections that rival.
Fort Apache and Sahara, I know, is actually one of the Speedy Marts that has.
That does come to mind. Yeah, that one I've mentioned. Just a real popular place for beer enthusiasts to go shop. Of course, you have the chains. You got Total Wine and you have Lee's Liquor. So you're going to be able to find Bad Beat beers all around town, really. And we found out from Amber just a little while ago that it's also distributed
throughout the state,
basically statewide. So
if you're in Elko or Reno, you should be able to pick up Bad Beat.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they do not distribute outside of the state. We're hoping that somewhere down the road they'll be able to find a distributor so that it can be spread at least throughout the West Coast. But and the point being that it is available even in Smith's. If
build your own six-pack and all that kind of stuff.
You can find that. In fact, Tony's going to show you right now the beer that we will
be
reviewing.
Jeez. What are you
get on
boss of me here?
Yes, I am the boss of you.
Actually, it is the Blue Collar channel, so I better if I want to keep my job and get my paycheck, I better behave myself.
Paycheck. It costs you money. As you can see, the beer is called the Ringer.
Yes, here we go. In a sky blue aluminum can. There you go. The Ringer, of course,
It is a Pilsner. It's
It's a
a
Pilsner.
5%
Yeah, we're about to
ABV.
enjoy a German Pilsner. It's just didn't
Real
get
quick
into that
facts
yet.
about it: the hops used: Crystal, Spalt Select,
German
Hercules. Malts used: Pilsner and Munich, and they used California lager yeast. Those of you who are perhaps unaware or unfamiliar, Pilsner is a variety of lager. Pilsners are oftentimes considered the springtime lagers. Lagers are made throughout the year, and if you are unaware, lagers are usually cold fermented and bottom fermenting beers at that, and that's the distinction between lager and ale for the most part.
I'm impressed because you don't even have like cue cards or anything.
Well,
You just know
you
this.
just do enough of them. Do want to give you the quick rundown. I'm not going to read the entire description, but another thing about this brewery is that if you come here and you want to learn more about the beer that you're drinking, they have these little index cards on these little posts here, jam-packed with information.
Yep.
So I'm just going to say Ringers are traditional German-style Pilsner, all Pilsner with a touch of Munich to add a little bit of rich toastiness to the crisp and malt flavor. Spalt Select and Crystal are sprinkled throughout the boil for the modern yet familiar noble hop character. At end of boil, we bring back those two and add a larger dose of Mandarina Bavaria for a touch of tangerine, excuse me. Modern yet traditional, crisp and effervescent, easy and nuanced. Yes, and a Pilsner should be effervescent.
Totally.
This is not quite as effervescent
Oh.
as you would normally expect
Okay,
a Pilsner to be, but this was poured a bit ago, so it has had a time.
we're going to use Amber's trick that she taught us
Exactly,
today.
stir it to make it nice and camera friendly.
Photogenic, as if it was just poured a second ago.
There you have it, and beautiful.
I love their glasses. I think their logo is just really, really cool. I like how it just really stands out on the glass.
I like the fact that you can read the wording nice and clear.
Yep.
Lately, that's been sort of a problem. Everybody's got these logos now, or these wordings where they've chosen these scripts that are difficult to read, especially at a distance. You can read that nice and clear. As we mentioned, as Tony showed, this is available in a can. So when I have reviewed this beer in the past, I've given it a 3.75, 3.5 for the beer, 0.7, 0.25 for being in a can.
The bonus for the
Yep.
can. So,
Shall we?
I see you're swirling. That's my cue to swirl. All right.
You smell that sulfuric, that sulfury thing, which a true German Pilsner should have sulfur in the aroma, but not in the flavor.
Absolutely.
And I think the last time that we experienced a really good example of that, I want to say it was called the Payday Pilsner. It came from 450 North. Our good buddy, Mr. Gone V6, Chris, in Indiana. It was a green can.
A light green with like gold coins kind of scattered on it.
Yeah. And very much.
Which answers the question for Shans. I'll mention that later.
But you can definitely pick up the sulfur notes in this, so it's exactly like it's supposed to be. It smells like a Pilsner.
It does. It's got that real fresh, crisp, almost like a bite. Like you just almost get like a tang on the nose. Like if your nose could actually have taste buds, you almost get the tang of that sulfur in your nose.
Yeah.
But I think you've said it before, or I've said it before, or we both said it before, that if you're visiting a brewery for the first time and they offer a Pilsner, I recommend ordering it first. And the reason I say that is because I think the mark of a really knowledgeable, experienced, like somebody that really, really, truly knows what they're doing, and you can trust the other beers on their menu, try their Pilsner first. If their Pilsner impresses you, you're probably going to be in the clear. To me, a Pilsner is a measuring stick. If you make a really, really good Pilsner, you probably make everything well.
Because let's face it,
I mean,
even in this description here, it says, what the hell is craft lager? Why is it so frequently tied to bland and boring beer? Let's stop mailing it in half-heartedly, making swill while trying to pass it off as craft beer. Lagers are boring beers. I mean, I won't stop being friends with you if your favorite variety is lager, but if you tell me that your all-time favorite variety of beer is lager, I'm not thinking much of your palate, I have to admit.
I don't feel that way. But
there's nothing wrong with liking lager. There's something wrong with it being your favorite variety, is all I'm saying,
And I really, really love Pilsners. Actually, Pilsners are probably
Pilsner is one of my favorite varieties.
Top three varieties for me. I can't not have a Pilsner. Like I just said, if I go somewhere that I've never been, I see Pilsner on their menu, I am not leaving without having tried that.
And for those of you like myself who tend to shy away from light beers, if I see that the light beer is a Pilsner, for example, Light Beer by Miller, Lite, is a Pilsner. And I think that's, if you're going to make a low-calorie, low-carb beer, Pilsner is definitely the way to go in that respect. So we've sniffed it, we've swirled it,
we've flapped our gums a little
bit. Let's get to drinking. Cheers.
Cheers. This is a beer I like to do the swish in the mouth. Because Pilsners to me are just so clean and almost just so pure, and almost like you almost feel like you just
They are
have.
such clean beers. That's just definitely one of the
They
descriptors
are.
for a
They're
Pilsner.
just
Yeah.
so easy to drink. I just find them I think they're maybe the most refreshing beer made, to be honest with you, more than a pale ale.
I think that's why they're my favorite light beer variety. I mean, lighter,
True.
colors,
Yeah, that's why I
lighter in
put it.
complexity, lighter in color, lighter everything.
Right. Absolutely
I
agree.
do want to get this a little bit
Um,
closer so you can see the color of the beer.
this beer though, I really like to just kind of like you would with mouthwash. You would just kind of gently swish it around, put it in this cheek, put it in that cheek, let it coat your tongue. Um, I love the flavor of this beer. I've been drinking this beer for a long time. I've actually had this beer many times. So to review it right now is I don't really feel like I'm bringing anything new to the conversation because I've been enjoying this beer. I think Bad Beat makes an exceptional Pilsner.
Yeah,
They really do.
it's one of my favorite local Pilsners for sure.
It's just so refreshing. I mean,
And Tony,
I could gulp this whole thing
you
down.
want to tell them once again about what the ringer is
Oh yeah, so
because they are bad beats, so they do have
yeah, Bad Beat. We mentioned this last week. Bad Beat does. There's a heavy reference to the Vegas scene, gambling
poker
terms
specific,
that
yeah.
relate to gambling and especially poker. So I mean, their logo is a poker chip. So so there you go.
And so the ringer is.
The ringer is. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to
All
it.
right.
I'm sorry.
I just see the
I'm
time
sorry. I'm
clicking
sorry.
by.
Yeah, I know. We need to drink more too. I'm not done. The ringer is, from what I understand, I am not a poker player, but I needed to learn about what this word meant. It's like from the definition I saw was an imposter. So I didn't know there was such a thing in poker. So I guess if I ever sit down to play poker at a casino, I'm going to assume there's a ringer at the table, which would be me, actually. I would actually be the ringer because I don't play poker. So I would be the imposter. So
Quick notes on the beer.
if anybody wants to comment on that and correct me or give another
by all means, let us know.
another meaning, an updated meaning of the word
Despite
ringer,
living in Vegas, we're not really that
please
blinded in
do.
the ways of.
Please feel free. Teach me what ringer means. Thank you.
As I said, about a medium high mouthfeel. There is just the slightest hint of the sulfur in the flavor, just a little bit. Tony's showing you that it's very, I would say, almost champagne colored. And a lot of times for Pilsner, champagne yeast is used. In fact, the one time that I made a Pilsner, I used champagne yeast for it. Describe this as probably having a sweet beginning taste and sort of a dry aftertaste.
I love how the light's capturing this. I mean, I find beauty in beer in a lot of ways, but sometimes the color, the texture of the beer with the right lighting, it really becomes like just a real photogenic thing. You almost feel bad drinking it. But this beer, I think, is just like beautiful. The color, it is crystal clear. I love it. I give high marks. I think they nailed this beer.
Yeah. This is definitely a good beer, and this is a good brewery. And I always am glad to see a new Bad Beat available. And I'm not going to harp upon it, but yes, they are distributed throughout the state here. Unfortunately, for those of you who are watching this in California or other locales, we just heard from Amber that they don't distribute outside of the state. They had some bad luck with an Arizona distributor, but we're hoping that somewhere down the road they're going to feel comfortable enough with some distributor to be able to get outside of here.
You just used a gambling term, bad luck with the distributor.
Bad luck with the distributor.
So maybe bad luck with the distributor.
It was a bad roll of the
could be
dice.
The name of a beer.
Exactly.
But
we are running out of time.
Real quick. We are running out of time. I have to be pretty generous with it. I don't really use Untapped anymore, but for a long time I did. I know a lot of you people that watch, do use Untapped, so we do try to include it in our reviews. And some machinery just picked up, so I'm going to go 4.5. I actually have that much respect for this beer. I just think it's clean and refreshing and just solid. Your score? You want to update it?
In the past, I've given it a 3.75. I think that's about where I would leave it. So, yeah.
All right, fair enough. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He's grumpy. So. All right, well, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with another Bad Beats brew on site.
Drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.
Don't break the bank doing it.